Let's talk about the easiest and most cost-effective way to invest in international stocks. What we're going to do together is we're going to go over to Yahoo Finance, which is my favorite free finance website. Don't ever pay for finance data or editorials because nobody's smarter than you. Then what we're going to do is we're going to type in the ticker for EWC together, okay? And the EWC is an exchange-traded fund, meaning an ETF for Canada. What we can also do is if we want to invest in Brazil, we can buy ticker EWZ, okay? And I'll show you how to do research on this stuff in a second really quickly. And so the aforementioned country-based ETFs, they're awesome investments because unlike mutual funds, the annual fees on ETFs are quite low and well under 1%. Mutual funds are an absolute ripoff as they have very high fees, and most mutual funds actually underperform ETFs. Now, before you invest in an ETF, okay, a country-based ETF like EWC for Canada, which I'll type up again, and I'll show you where to get a gazillion ETF tickers in a second. But before you invest, what I want you to do is always look at the daily volume, okay? And so you go to summary here for the Canadian ETF, and we see that the average daily volume is 3 million shares times $40. So it trades a lot. It's very liquid. We say on Wall Street, it trades like water, okay? And we always want to make sure that the ETF or any investment that we're going to invest in trades a lot on a daily basis. So if needed, we can quickly sell the position as illiquid stocks tend to own us in a down market and not vice versa. Now, we can see here that this ETF trades enough shares on a daily basis. So liquidity is not an issue here. The next thing we want to do is we actually want to look at the performance fee. And we want it to be well under 1%. So if we click here on profile, we see that the expense report, which is the annual fee, is 0.51%, which means you pay a 0.51% to own this index every year. That's very, very low because there are so many more hidden fees with mutual funds. And much more liquid-based ETFs like the S&P 500 ETF, SPY, they call it the spiders, SPY. The fees are much, much lower because it trades a lot more. Okay, so the expense ratio here is only 0.09%, which is dirt cheap and awesome. Now, in order to find out what stocks are in these index funds, these ETFs, what we can do is we go to holdings here. So we find out here that in the United States S&P 500 index, the breadth and depth are in these 12 sectors here: basic materials, consumer cyclical, the highest being tech. And if you scroll down, you can actually see the largest components here. The largest is Apple, Microsoft, and a bunch of other companies here. Now, if you're not sure what the ETF is for a certain country, like Italy, for example, then you simply go up here and you type in Italy. And then you click right here to see the Italy ETF. The first thing we do is we check for volume. It trades a lot, over 1 million shares times $31 a day. No problem getting in and out of that. Then we go here to the profile to see what the fees are. The fees here, similar to Canada's EWC index, is 0.51% right here. And of course, you can go to holdings as well, and Ferrari's in here somewhere. It's right here, which is pretty dope. Dude, they got the best ticker ever. It's RACE. That's the coolest ticker you'll ever see. Okay. Lastly, if you want to see a comprehensive list of ETFs, an amazing resource is ETFdbcom, DB for database. And let's go to this website together. Let me make it a bit bigger here. Okay. And if you scroll down, you can go to ETFs by geography right here. And just for fun, let's take a look at the top one, which is Argentina right here. Okay, there's 110 ETFs for Argentina. This is unbelievable. This is the best website you'll ever find for ETF information. And the ticker here is ARGT. So, and it's got an expense ratio of 0.6%, well under 1%. So if we click here on ARGT, that's the ticker for it, and we go to holdings, we can see that the largest holding here is Mercado Libre, which is based in Argentina. And eBay used to own a massive stake in Mercado Libre. And if you have time, please check out ETFdbcom, as I think it's the best ETF screening website on the market today, and it's free.